On behalf of the All India Trinamool Congress and our chairperson, Madam Mamata Banerjee, I am Mahua Moitro, member of the Lok Sabha, and I have with me my esteemed colleague, Dr. Jitendra Shekhar Roy, who is a member of the Rajya Sabha. We have just met with His Excellency, the President of India, and submitted a memorandum to him, and this is what we will talk about in our press conference today. We have raised a matter of very great importance in our memorandum and brought to the notice of the Honorable President a matter of great impropriety which is concerning the second highest law officer of the land, the Office of the Solicitor General of India, Mr. Tushar Mehta, who also happens to be the Special Prosecutor for the CBI. As you are all aware, on the 1st of July, a certain leader of the BJP in West Bengal, an MLA and leader of the opposition in the West Bengal Assembly, met with the Home Minister in his residence in Krishna Menon Marg, and immediately after that proceeded to the home of the Solicitor General of India at 10 Akbar Road. You have all seen the video footage where the accused person, who is an accused in the Naroda case and has been caught on video accepting money in the Naroda case and a Z category protectee, he enters in a vehicle inside the official residence of 10 Akbar Road. It is very clearly seen in the video footage provided by the press that the security personnel at the gate of the official residence speak to people on a walkie-talkie and they wave him inside. He goes inside and comes out after 30 minutes. This of course is an absolute act of impropriety, criminal misconduct on the part of the Solicitor General to meet with an accused in a case for which he is representing the CBI as Special Prosecutor. When we raised this and made it public and wrote to the Office of the Prime Minister, the Solicitor General put forth an explanation where he said that apparently the accused had come to his official residence unannounced. He then proceeded to say that the accused gentleman sat in his chamber for 20-30 minutes and was offered a cup of tea. The Solicitor General then told him that I cannot meet you, and he left. Now unfortunately this story does not seem to ring true for us, because very simply you and I cannot just enter the official residence of the Solicitor General of India, whose an accused cannot enter without prior notice and cannot be waived in by the security check. If indeed he entered, how was he made to sit and give a cup of tea? And the Solicitor General said, I apologize to him for not meeting him. It is news to us, news to the people of India, that the Solicitor General of India needs to apologize to an accused in a case for which he is the Special Prosecutor for not meeting him in a secret place outside the knowledge of the public. So in view of the facts, we had asked the Solicitor General to please put forward the CCTV footage of his house and of the meeting which did or did not take place. If we are to believe the Solicitor General that he did not meet the accused, then there is nothing to be worried about. Please give us the CCTV footage from the 1st of July. However, today is the 5th of July and no such CCTV footage has been forthcoming. We think it is only right and proper on the part of the Solicitor General, who is holding the office of the second highest law officer of the land. If you look at the Bar Council rules, the Bar Council of India rules, part 6, chapter 2, standards of professional conduct are very clear in that they say an advocate shall not do anything whereby he abuses or takes advantage of the confidence reposed in him by his client. When a person is Special Prosecutor for the CBI, his client is not just the executive or the government of India, he is a Minister of Justice, he is an officer of the court, and his client is the public of India. So it is not only a bias, conflict of interest, but also perceived bias that he allows an accused to come into his residence and have a meeting with him. In light of this, we, the Trinamool Congress, ask for the immediate resignation of the Solicitor General of India on grounds of gross misconduct and impropriety, failing which we hope that His Excellency the President will take measures.